So good morning, distinguished guests, friends, and ladies and gentlemen. So I think we have to wait for some seconds for the slide to be ready for the presentation. But I hope that I will not take too long for the presentation. And the thing that I will focus today is that as you have heard so many distinguished guests already mentioned that Thailand has been a successful country for seed industry. So today I'm going to tell you the overview of the brief overview of the seed industry in Thailand, and also what are the policy that has been so supportive for the seed industry to Thailand, in Thailand. And the policy is the one that has been implemented to welcome local and foreign investment in seed industry. Okay. So let's start with the overall of the seed industry in Thailand. If you look at the major seed production and commercialization in Thailand, we can divide into three groups altogether. The first one is for corn hybrid seed. All of the corn hybrid seed produced in Thailand, half of them is for domestic cultivation, and the other half is for export to the neighboring countries and other countries in the Asia-Pacific region. The second important group is for rice seed production. But because Thailand has a policy not to import or export rice into and from Thailand, so all of the rice production, seed production in Thailand is totally for a domestic cultivation. And last but not least is the very important group is the vegetable seed production in Thailand. And you have heard the successful story from Dr. Sujin and Kun Manat as well, that Thai has a very good vision back almost half a century ago that almost a century ago, that they have a very long vision, and this has proved to be a very successful story for Thailand. So vegetable seed that I'm talking here, the major one, we are talking about the tomatoes, pepper, cucurbits, kangkong, or the water spinach. Similar to the corn hybrid seed production, 50% of the vegetable seed produced in Thailand is for domestic cultivation, and the rest of 50% that we are exporting to various countries, not just only for the Asia-Pacific countries, but we are also exporting to European countries and countries in the North and South American continent as well. And I have to tell you that if you look at the trend of the production and export for the vegetable seed, the trend is going up for export. Because of the, a very good breeding program here and a very good production technology, also the facilitating from the government policy, this has been driving the vegetable seed production and vegetable seed export very much. So the trend is going up. But for corn seed production, corn hybrid seed production, the trend is quite stable. And the thing that I mean stable is like we are going along with the need of the corn from feed industry. So if as feed industry, they are saying that they are growing at 7% annually. So the corn seed demand in Thailand is growing at 7% as well. And the rest is for the export. Okay, and next slide, I will show you. If you look at this graph, you will see that, sorry, it's too bright screen, so you will not see my laser beam anyway. So let me explain like this. If you look at the graph, the bar graph, you will see that in yellow is the quantity or volume of corn hybrid seed production in Thailand, starting from 2005 until 2016. In green bar, This is the total number of the vegetable seed production in Thailand from 2005 to 2016 as well. And the line curve is, they are representing the value of exporting. So I have to say, production quantity for corn and vegetable, we are talking about the production for and the value for export. So if you are thinking about the total volume that these seeds are produced in Thailand, you just multiply by 2, right? That's the easy estimation, okay? And you will see that the trend, as I mentioned earlier, that the trend for vegetable seed production is going up, and the value is going up even better than the volume. So this has significantly indicate that Thailand is producing high quality seed, high value seed. So because we have been employing high technology to produce this kind of quality seeds for exporting around the world, okay? And if you look at the trend for the value of the corn seed production and even the quantity or the volume, it has been reducing a little bit because at this moment, from 2016 onwards, our companies in Thailand, either local or multinational, we have been diversing our investment for corn hybrid seed into to the other countries in the neighbor of Thailand as well. So that's why, even though that you see that the trend is going down a little bit, but the overall is going, the trend is going quite well at a stable rate for Thailand at this moment. Okay, and as I mentioned that we cannot come this far without the support, excellent support from the government. The support has been started very, fundamentally from the effort from since the time of Professor Sujin, when he led a very good foundation for seed industry. And from that, the fruit of his effort and the fruit of the government's effort as well has resulted in the prosperous seed industry in Thailand. And in this generation, what we have done is that we have implemented Thailand Seed Hub Policy. The Thailand Seed Hub Policy is a public-private collaboration among Ministry of Agriculture and cooperatives, together with the National Science and Technology Development Agency, or NASDA, and the private sector is TASDA. So these three are the main, the core parties who have been signing an MOU to develop and implement Thailand Seed Hub Policy with support from the other association as well, right? So in this Thailand Seed Hub Policy, we have aimed to promote and to facilitate seed industry and seed business in Thailand. So we welcome investment, both local and foreign investment in Thailand for seed industry, because the policy has been covering all major areas that important for the seed industry in Thailand. First is the research and development. The second one is the production, seed production. The third one is domestic commercialization, and also import, export, and last but not least, re-export. So basically, we would like to see Thailand as a trading nation, as a reliable and credible place for all of you to come here and do the business in seed industry together with us. And there are 5 strategies to drive this policy, okay, and to drive us to reach our ultimate goal. The first one, the first pillar is research and development. This is the reason why you see that we have a National Science and Technology Development Agency, which is a very important unit under the Ministry of Science and Technology to help us to provide support for research and development. The second pillar is policy and regulation, because no matter how good we are at research and production, if the policy and regulation are not very supportive, we cannot go anywhere. So policy and regulation is very important strategic pillar in this one. And if we can have that, the two good, then of course we can do seed production, pillars, import and export. And human is also very important. So it is also the strategic pillar to develop human resources in Thailand, because we have to continue the success of our breeder, the success of our commercialization in seed industry in Thailand. And infrastructure is the last pillar that I would like to mention. Okay? And for the infrastructure we are talking is about irrigation, because agriculture cannot be done without sufficient water. So irrigation is very, very important. And logistics, right? So logistics will be very linked tightly with the policy and regulation pillars. And also, not only the Thai seed hub policy, but if you look at the investment promotion in Thailand, you can Google Thailand Board of Investment for investment promotion. And you will see information that the Thai government has been providing support and promotion for seed industry quite a lot. And there are significant, two significant promotions that I can tell and share with you now. The first one is the promotion in plant breeding activities. This one, I have to say, for conventional breeding technology. If you are investing in Thailand, you can apply, if you are eligible and qualify according to the requirement from the Board of Investment in Thailand, you can apply for the incentive. For the conventional plant breeding, you are eligible to apply for 5-year corporate income tax exemption, right? And the exemption of the import duty on machinery, raw materials, and non-tax incentive. This is what they call A3 level of the promotion. But if you are talking about your investment that involved with the biotechnology, it doesn't have to be only GMOs. It can be anything that using high biotechnology. So you can be eligible to get the promotion and support at the A1 level. This is which is the highest level. For A1 level, you can enjoy 8-year corporate income tax exemption. And the exemption, the same exemption as the conventional one, which is the exemption for the import duty on machinery, raw materials, and non-tax incentives. So these are the things that the Thai governments are trying to promote and welcome foreign investment and even local investment to expand seed industry in Thailand. And this one can work very well with the Thailand seed hub policy that I mentioned in the previous slide. And this is the things that we are working at this moment. It is the great effort, as I mentioned, that things cannot go if we don't have good policy and good regulation. Of course, we have good regulation at this moment, but things has to be improved and has to be developed for the new thing as well. So the thing that the government has already done for us, not just only for seed industry, but for almost many sectors of industry. But we are, as a seed industry, we are enjoying the number one as well, which is the reducing timeline and process, like a red tape, to renew seed collecting, commercialization, import, and export licenses. According to the law, to do the business in Thailand, you need a license to collect, import, export, and commercialize seed in Thailand. And previously, it takes some time to get your license renewed. But according to this, the latest policy, Thai government's cabinet has already approved the new regulation that they will set a program for license fee, renewal license fee payment. So you can go to any bank or any authorized agencies according to your license. You just pay the renewal fee. And once you paid and you got the evidence of payment, it means your license will be automatically renewed. So with this, Thailand has been trying to promote and help industry to work easier in a very much friendly manner. And this is the one factor that has led Thailand to search in the World Bank's index for ease of doing business in Thailand from rank 36 last year. And then we searched up for 10 position. And in 2017, we are ranked at 26 position in the whole overall ranking. And we have to thank one of the great efforts from the government in this one as well to reduce all the timeline and process to work for renewing the license. And the second one, that I would like to mention here is the revision of Plant Variety Protection Act. And this one is very much relevant to our industry in Thailand because I said that we are going to do seed hub, we are implementing seed hub policy, and R&D is one of the strategic pillars for seed hub policy. So that should be the things that will ensure the protection of breeders' rights in Thailand. Currently in Thailand, we are implementing the Plant Variety Act 1999. But at that time, since the time has gone by and things has been developed in many ways. So TASTA and DOA, Department of Agriculture, and many relevant industry, we have seen the need and necessity to revise the Plant Variety Protection Act. And we have to thank Department of Agriculture that has been putting a lot of effort to drive for the success of the revision. And we are hoping that we can get this revision that will be useful and it will encourage a better breeding program here and to encourage and attract young generation of plant breeders to work in Thailand as well. So let me tell you just the key revision point in the draft of the revision. Let me say, I have to say that the government is working to support us. It has not been completed yet for the revision, but at least we have seen a very good sign from the effort of the government. The first one is the government would like to extend the scope of breeder, because in the current law in the version of 1999, breeding means the breeder who made the development of new variety. But under the new law, breeders will mean the breeder himself, him or herself, and also expand to the employer, either person or institutional organization entirety of the breeder and the heir or assignee of the breeder. So this will help the company and industry to make a better decision for registration, for protection of new variety that they develop or import into Thailand. The second one is that we will have more clarification, a better clarity on the and to provide the protection of plant variety that is the result of the breeding program. So it will be a distinguish between the breeder, the variety that derive from the effort, human effort through the breeding program from the natural and kind of the local, other kind of local varieties. The third point is, this is very important because in the revision, it will provide protection for the variety that essentially derived from a derived variety or EDV. Because in the current version from 1999, EDV can be registered, but the breeders of the protected variety cannot enjoy protection of EDV. So if the revision would be successfully approved at the end, EDV, the plant breeders will enjoy, the extension of the protection to the EDV of his protected variety as well. And last one is to increase the protection period for two groups. The first one is the annual and perennial plants. Right now, we are providing 12 for annual plant and 17 years for perennial plants. But under the new law, it will be extended to the 20 years according to UPOF 1991. And because the government is listening to us that, it takes time to develop a new variety, and it takes even longer time to commercialize and to establish our awareness and satisfaction of customer in our new variety. So 20 years is more appropriate to provide the protection of the new variety. So these are the effort from the government that they would like to make Thailand seed policy even much better, and to ensure that we can enjoy, we local and foreign investment can enjoy the promotion in the investment that the government is offering to us all, right? So this is the key things that I would like to share with you in this country report. And I hope that I didn't spend too much time, and I hope that I can give you back some minutes for our next activity. And if you have any question or comments, I would be very happy. I and my friends in TASTA, we are happy to answer your question, maybe over the coffee break or whenever you see me, you can ask me the question if you have. So, thank you very much for your attention. And I hope that you will enjoy your time in Bangkok, and you will have your very successful meeting and business in this Congress. Thank you very much.